Let me tell you about the time Luffy 1v1'd a diabolical animal enthusiast. This animal enthusiast ain't no regular animal enthusiast. He's got hands, he's got fists, he's got tits. No. This man is Rob Lucci. He's a government man and he's all about justice. He's been with the government since he was a wee little lad. And I don't blame him. With those things, I would too. But he wasn't no regular government man. One time, he was sent to save 500 hostages. But what did Rob Lucci do? He killed them. He killed them. Like I said, he's vicious, malicious. You don't even have to be suspicious. He'll find you when you're sleeping. You don't even know he's peeping. He's an animal, man. And I don't mean that loosely. He'll hit you with a high kick while looking just like Bruce Lee.
Everybody want kung fu fighting.
Before we continue, hello, I'm Tyron. Nice to meet you. If you like this, subscribe and like at the end of the video after you watched it, of course. I ain't no prick. Okay. Bye. Continue. So, the first time Luffy meets Mr. Rob is in the shipyard where he is undercover as one of the good people of Water 7. One thing leads to another and he gets caught lurking. Well, quite the opposite. He reveals himself to be the secret agent of the government and his comrade cannot believe this shit. He thought they were tight, but turns out they're loose. And with a fit of rage he rushes in. But on this stage, he gets fingered. He gets fingered. There's no other way of describing. He gets straight fingered. Nothing he could do. There was no way he could win this. He got straight fingered. And after seeing this, Luffy couldn't just stand by. So he goes ahead and winds up that leg. But Lucci catches that shit easy. Preposterous! So once again he goes in, but this time with Gum Gatling. Punches in bunches? In spite of that, Lucci got that iron body, which nullifies his attack. Absurd! Now it is his turn and he spends no time yapping and he starts to make things happen. He speeds up towards him and fingers him. He fingers him. Yep, Luffy's the next victim. Who's next, huh? You gonna groom me next? Luffy survives because he's a rubber man. He ain't no spastic. But Robin wants to do a Batman and tries to jump out the window. But Luffy don't want that. Luffy ain't allowing that. But Lucci don't care what Luffy wants, so he grabs his whole face and throws him aside, absolutely dismantled. After violating them so much, Lucci puts on his furry costume and violates them more. But this time, he's in his animal form. He got his fur persona on and his crazy bestiality. But Luffy cannot stand for this and goes in for the punch and bang, a crunch. Then he gets fingered. He gets fingered once again. Yep, he's a true predator, true and true.
There is no stopping this man.
Luffy gets demolished and gets thrown out the window. Zoro sees this shit and goes in for the attack. Then he gets thrown out the window. But this ain't over. They'll meet again. I'm sure of it. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. And they did exactly that. On a sunny day, they meet each other at the top of Annie's lobby. And they do the hardest poses. They just look at each other for a quick minute, just looking at each other into each other's eyes. It is no homo, but they are looking directly into each other's soul. Wow, this is spectacular. I am bewitched. This is truly magnificent. I concur. This has to be. It has to be the greatest pose of all time. Of course. I concur. You're right. You're right. I concur. Oh, I'm so right. One thing leads to the next, and Luffy is chasing after Robin, who was kidnapped by Lucci. So Luffy comes through smashing doors, and who does he find on the other side? Lucci, of course, with his furry paws. He gives him a little smile, and that pigeon has some style. Fuck that pigeon though, dickhead, prick. He has no style. I'm lying. I just said it for the fact that it rhymed. Luffy comes through with a kick, gets blocked. Then they both punch simultaneously. As you can see, shit has changed. Shit ain't the same, I say. Shit ain't the same. Luffy has got that power. Luffy got that upgrade. How did he get these upgrades in such short amount of time? Well, let me break it down for you. I have no idea. So, Luffy does his stretches and gets straight to business. Grabs the predator and throws him into boxes. But he ain't done. He comes back with a leg kick. A box comes flying towards Lucci, but it was a facade. Luffy punches through the box. They start scrapping, slipping and sliding, hitting and gliding. Luffy gets kicked to the ceiling, but he ain't giving up. He runs at him full pace and throws out his legs, gets countered with legs, and there's even more legs. He gets pummeled, obliterated, demolished, wiped off the face of the earth. Then he goes back to using his finger. He's getting fingered repeatedly, and no stopping this. He's a predator. What can you do? What can anybody do? Let me put you on this secret though. Luffy's a predator too, and he clocks Lucci's jaw with the right hand. Lucci don't know nothing about that Gear 2 power. Speed, power, progress. But once again, Gucci puts on his furry costume and goes after my main man, Cyborg Frankie. Unacceptable, I say. Unacceptable. So, Luffy slaps him with his foot to the floor, and he keeps trying to do the same tricks, doing the exact thing over and over again, expecting shit to change. He kicks the air out of his lungs and tells Frankie,
Go save Robin, man. Go save him.
Lucci does not believe this shit. He knocked this man out, round 1, and now he's getting molested. Look at how the tables have switched up. They both glide around the room, narrowly missing each other. Before, Lucci was destroying Luffy, but now, told you, shit has changed.
Shit has changed.
He's behind me, isn't he? Luffy pimp slaps him to the wall with his foot. He gets straight back up and starts using that Yusuke Urahara finger pistol, and Lucci continues getting dominated. He cannot handle these hacks, big wrecks like stacks. Then out of nowhere, dum dum dum, water starts filling the fight location. But lucky for them, they got hacks. They both get out of there quickly as possible, and they're in a new fighting location. They're going relentlessly with these hands. Lucci gets the upper hand, grazing him with a punch, knees him into the air, slams him down on the floor, and he goes in for the finish. But in the last second, Luffy jumps out the way. Rob Lucci ain't finished. He throws, you won't believe what he throws. Spin Jitsu, he throws Spin Jitsu at him. Critical hit. Then he gets behind him, Predator style. They both go in for the kick, and Luffy wraps his leg around Lucci's leg and throws a twisting right hand, which bounces off his chest. Damn, these furries got hacks. Who knew? I didn't. I really didn't. Then he gets grabbed by the tail. But wait right there. Luffy spins his body round, spins the whole leopard man round and round and round and round. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Now look at this smile. What does it make you feel like? Me personally, I feel frightened. Look at me, I'm so frightened. Then he starts shooting bullets from his fingers. This is some dangerous business, but Luffy's still standing. He's standing on business. But how much longer can he take this? He's getting penetrated, straight flattened. Is there any hope? Of course there is. Where there is a will, there is a way. Gear 3rd. Do I need to say much more? I do, but that's besides the point. He activates the Giant Hand and smashes Rob Lucci straight through the wall. He's flying mid-air, airtime, and into next man's boat. Straight to the boat. Who is capable of doing this? Name one person who can do this. Not him. Not him. Lucci is not looking good. He's battered and bruised. He's seen better days, and it looks like he's about to lose. So he takes off his furry stuff. But lucky for him, he landed on a government cruise, so he has some backup till Luffy destroys that. But Lucci,
He has no honor. He goes straight after Luffy. Why he distracted?
how could he do this to my boy? How could he? Man transforms into a leopard and bison. But that ain't stopping Luffy. He kicks the whole ship down into the ocean. Lucci comes back in his furry costume and shoots him with that finger pistol, and then kicks him down to the floor. It ain't looking good. The whole ship breaks down. They need Bob the Builder, but after using third gear, Luffy turns into a midget. Yeah, and we all know what happens when a midget faces a man in a leopard costume. It ain't anything good. So Lucci ruthlessly beats up this young lad and holds him by the neck and pins him to the wall and runs at him with his fingers. Now, tell me, what'd you know about that 10-minute delay? Lucci couldn't handle that giant punch. He collapses to the floor. His legs can't hold them no more. But guess who's back?
Return of the Mac, there it is. Return of the Mac, come on. Return of the Mac, oh my God. You know that I'll be back. Here I am. Return of the Mac, once again. Return of the Mac, top the world. Return of the Mac, what's my phone? You know that I'll be back. Here I go.
Luffy still gets dominated, but is game over? Game ain't over. Yeah, second. And he's back with the hands that Lucci cannot stand. That leopard man's cowers with that leopard tan. However, that furry motherfucker got something up his sleeve. Rokugan! Which takes Luffy to HP 1. It's definitely not looking good. But right at that grim moment, his friends, his fellow comrades, give him the encouragement needed to get this fight. Go get this fight! And he starts throwing a barrage of punches. He's way past his limit. How is he doing this? The power of friendship, of course. However, Rokugan! He's still standing. Still moving. He's still got that fight. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Luffy's laid out on the floor. He's got that high level brain damage. But who's that? You guessed it. It's God D. Usopp. And he gives the greatest motivational speech of all time. He does a Hajime Hippo and gets right back up and swears not to fall down until Lucci is on the floor dead. And they go straight to hands. He hits him with a double punch. They step back and they run at each other screaming. Hands go flying. Nobody's safe. Not her, not you, not even me. The hand stamina runs out. The kick stamina kicks in. Rob Lucci comes out flying. Luffy hits him with a pinpoint accuracy shot. But he doesn't give up. Slips and slides, gets behind him. Now, you know what happens when Rob Lucci gets behind you. It ain't pleasant. Luffy knows these tricks and gets away. Or does he? Lucci grabs him with his tail and uses Rokugan! Truly tragic. For Lucci, Luffy's still standing. He's still standing. And he hits him with a Gamu Gamu of a decade! Lucci is not built for this. He cannot handle these. And in the end, Luffy gets that KO. And the winner by KO, Monkey D. Luffy! And in the end, it was all a dream. The end. Thank you for watching. That is all. If you like this, subscribe and like and comment and tell me if you have any inquiries. If you have any inquiries, comment down below. That is all. Alright. Thank you. Bye.